Welcome back, everybody. It is time for another video working on your kitchen design or remodel. And today I just want to give you a couple of little tips on how to prepare for your countertop install. You might be your own general contractor, or you're just, really trying to be on top of it, even with a contractor and know what's happening. So this is a good little video if you're right in front of, maybe like a week or two out for countertops, or even longer, so you can prepare. And just to make sure that your countertop install goes well, there's a couple of things you need to do to prepare correctly. And on top of that, obviously how to save money. Because if you don't do some of these things, then you get charged trip charges, and nobody wants to get charged a trip charge. Such a waste, okay? So stay tuned and we will hop right in. Now, before we get started, really quick, guys, my name is Kerstin, kitchen designer and owner of King's Kitchen. Hopefully your favorite kitchen cabinet supplier in the Pacific Northwest, okay? I know I get requests from other people to supply cabinets, but that is pretty difficult, and right now we are just focusing on the Pacific Northwest. So you're around here and you're working on your kitchen remodel, we'd love to talk to you. And if you have not already, make sure to subscribe to this channel. We talk about nothing but kitchen design, remodeling, tips and tricks, ideas, kind of guide you throughout the entire process. And it's been super helpful to people. At least that's what the comments say, and I'm really grateful for everybody leaving a comment. All right, let's get started. All right, guys, you have your remodel in full swing, okay? Your cabinets have been installed and you are so ready to get your countertops installed. First of all, I get people asking me all the time when we prepare the remodeling schedule, there is a big gap between the countertop template and the countertop install. And this is because all countertops are fabricated, cut and fabricated custom, okay? They're always custom. Somebody comes out, they measure the cabinets once all the cabinets are installed, and then it goes back to the shop and it gets cut and fabricated custom to your space. So that process naturally takes a minute, and because everybody's been so busy, you can see that time frame from the template technician coming out, taking measurements, to the actual install crew coming to your house, be anywhere from 1 to 3 weeks. I've seen more, but I'm not trying to scare anybody. But that's a pretty dead kind of space on your remodel, and you have to get comfortable with the fact that on an average kitchen remodel, it's not like HGTV and people are just gonna be there boom, 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 boom the entire time and like trades on top of each other. Because the reality is, if you have a ton of trades on top of each other, they're not gonna like it and they're gonna complain, okay? But that is kind of a dead window, and you can do some other things during this time. Sometimes we install flooring, which I always prefer actually install flooring prior to cabinet install, but you could use this time for flooring install. It's up to you. Or, you just sit and wait it out like most people do. And so what happens is all your cabinets are installed and your template technician comes out. I just did a video on sinks, and if you have a farmhouse sink, you have to make sure, I'm gonna link that video below, but you have to make sure that your farmhouse sink, excuse me, is set in the farmhouse sink cabinet. If it is not set, here's number one, that you're going to get charged a trip charge. Your template technician will tell you, sorry, your sink is not set, I can't measure the space, I will have to come back. So make sure to talk to your cabinet installer, and this is where you want to be proactive, because there are cabinet installers, yeah, they know, it needs to be set, but if you don't specifically tell them or pull out your sink and put it in the kitchen and say, hey man, make sure you're setting the sink and you're cutting out the sink base panel in the front for this, they won't do it. So you have to keep a close eye that certain targets during your installs are getting hit to prepare for the next trade. On a kitchen remodel, everything gets built on top of each other, right? Just like anything in construction. You can't move on to the next phase if certain things haven't happened, okay? Now, if you don't have a farmhouse sink, you have to make sure to have your sink on site by time your template technician comes over. And this is something most people forget. They just get all in the frenzy of remodeling, and then they don't buy the sink or don't pick up the sink from the supplier. And then you have your template technician there and they go the same. It's like, sorry, you don't have your sink here. We're gonna have to come back, or there's gonna be a trip charge for this. Sometimes they'll let you bring it to the shop and kind of avoid that trip charge, but you need to have it there for template, okay? On the other hand, by time countertop install rolls around, that's when you need your faucet. So a lot of times people get their template done, you have your sink there, and then you want to double check the drawings from the shop. So they'll do like a drawing for you with all the measurements and just to reconfirm the items of color, edge detail, sink placement, is there a cooktop cutout? So you usually get that sent, and if not, double check with them or talk to your contractor. You can just take another look at that before it gets cut. And then people ask, hey, I don't see no holes for my faucet or my dishwasher overflow. So any kind of faucet holes that you might be needing are getting cut on site. So that's why your faucet and your dishwasher overflow and any kind of, like, let's say garbage disposal buttons or accessories like soap dispensers or things like that, you want all those on site at your project by time of install, okay? And then there's one final thing about the entire countertop install. Please don't have your plumber come the same day trying to connect that new sink, okay? I had somebody not listen twice and it didn't work out twice. So when the countertop people install the countertops, they will mount your sink from underneath. They will put clips in, they would put adhesives around it to hold it in place, but also, seal it from water. These adhesives and sealants, they all have to dry, and they should be drying at least 24 hours before you have your plumber come in and try to connect it. The plumber is gonna put a lot of stress on these items, right? And like, wiggle it and make it tight. So I had somebody in the past, not listen, and they kept bringing the plumber back the same day. And I'm like, you just need to be patient. And then what happened is the sink kept shifting because it wasn't fully dried. And then we kept having to bring the countertop people back out. Obviously, those are trip charges. So again, if you just do it the right way, get your template done, have your sink, get your install done, we'll confirm your drawings, have your install done, have all your faucet and items that get, installed on the top, and then wait 24 hours to get your plumber over. Okay, I hope this helped. This is just a quick little video on kind of how to prepare for the actual countertop install. And you should also check out this older video I did on this topic, but it kind of shows you a countertop install. So I think that's super interesting if you've never seen one, to kind of prepare the right way. And I'll have that link below for you guys. Again, if you like this video, do me a favor, hit that like button. And I love to see everybody's comments on this. Have you ever done a countertop install before? Is this your first time? Are there any other questions I might have missed? So leave those comments below. And yeah, I think that's it. So I'll see you guys next week. Bye.